back. Happy New Year, everybody. We got rid of that disease we call 2020. Welcome to 2021. I hope everybody had a great holiday, a great New Year. Everybody's ready for some fucking fun, some joy, a new beginning, all of that. I, for one, am way too excited. I can barely form words. But welcome back for 2021's Soul Untapped, first show of the year. As always, if you're not following us on our socials, let's get that done now. It's been a year already. Come on. Facebook.com/Solatry. Instagram @Solatry_. Don't forget that underscore. YouTube.com. Look up Solatry. And for the first time ever, we are going podcast, baby. We will be delivering that information soon. And we will wrap that up later this week. You can catch us on the go. Who doesn't want to hear my lovely voice all the time? And, the talent too. But, that's what we're here for. But anyway, let's get it going. We're going to start the show with an amazing talent, Mr. Ty Kingsley. What's up, sir?
Hey, what's going on? How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. Thank you for having me. Happy New Year.
Of course. Happy New Year. Welcome to Untapped. How are we feeling tonight?
Feeling good, man. Thank God 2020 is over.
Yeah. Again. But yeah, so welcome. We're glad to have you opening up our year, dude.
Yeah, thank you. I really appreciate it.
Definitely a strong start. So, let's get this going the right way. For everybody at home that's watching that doesn't know Ty, tell us about yourself. Tell us about your music.
So I'm a Philadelphia-based singer-songwriter. I've been writing songs pretty much my whole life, performing pretty much my whole life. And that's what I've been doing professionally for the last 9 years, full-time, even kind of scattered throughout 2020 as well. So I write my music, I record it, I write music for other people, I record songs for other people, I perform at weddings, I perform in bars when it's safe to do so. So I've just been a working musician for the last almost decade, and it's what I love, and it's what I've been doing. Nice,
good. Yeah. That's great. So as a musician, how would you categorize yourself? I know not everybody likes to categorize themselves, but as far as what you do perform.
I mean, I'm definitely a singer-songwriter.
As far as genre goes.
It's all very pop oriented. It's very straightforward. I try to stay within the 2.5 minute mark of just getting to the point, get to the chorus of the song. So basically for me, coming up with, a good hook, and then basically just nailing that as many times as you can, while still, telling a good story and having a good melodic sense and stuff like that. I mean, that's what all my heroes did. So that's what feels right for me as a songwriter.
I hear you. So speaking of heroes, who are a few of yours?
Billy Joel, Tom Petty, Carole King, James Taylor. So, I'm naming all singer-songwriters that, basically could play their songs just on piano or guitar. And then when they added a band, it just made it so much bigger and better. So for me, I write everything on guitar or piano, and then I just sort of branch out from there. I don't build tracks. And then, because that's what a lot of people do now. They build a track and then they want to sing to it. I do the opposite. I'm old school. So.
For sure. So when was that? Do you recall that aha moment, maybe something you heard or where you were I want to do this. I want to write a song.
I mean, there were so many albums when I was a kid that had profound, there was profound moments that I just felt like it was the right thing to do in my life. And it was definitely my calling for sure. So, all of the Beatles albums, the Stones, but I remember hearing Pearl Jam for the first time when I was a kid and being I want to do that. So my taste is all over the place, but I think music is obviously just this central focal point. So no matter what the sound is or the band or the artist, for me, there were a handful of albums that I listened to when I was a kid that just really just overtook me. So it was just a slow build, musical progression for me as a kid.
Right. How old were you when you wrote your first
song? 16. Yeah, I was 16, and it was awful. No one's ever heard it. I'm gonna keep it that way.
Damn. All right. Yeah. All right. So what's that? I got more questions for you, but let's start with your first song.
Yeah.
Bittersweet Lover, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, totally. All right.
The stage, bring your choice of weapon out.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
All right. So this song I released back in November. So it's still fairly new. Take it from me, things were difficult from the start. I can't explain, wish I knew what I was doing wrong. So bittersweet, she's a bittersweet lover. Keep it on her wraps, me 'cause I want her, yeah. She my lightning and my thunder. So bittersweet, but I love her. Oh, oh. So bittersweet, but I love her, yeah. Take it from me, no one never likes to be alone. Sick and tired of these games, I just want your love. So bittersweet, you're my bittersweet lover. Keep it on wraps just for me, 'cause I want her, yeah. She my lightning and my thunder. So bittersweet, but I love her. Oh, oh. So bittersweet, but I love her. Oh, oh. So bittersweet, but I love her. So taking time for the space we need it. She's gonna take memories dance around my head. I'm so dizzy, I don't wanna come down. Oh, so bittersweet, but I love her, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta love that.
That's like how I end every song. Ba-na-na.
Oh man, nah, that was great though. So
Thank you.
like I told you before, you know, I'm always gonna want to dive into somebody's music. Like that's how I am
Yeah.
with everybody's work, whether it be poetry, music, whatever. I love getting into lyrics, diving in. What brought you to this one? What was the inspiration, or who?
Or who? That you know, that's definitely a questionable element of the song. But for me, I wanted to write like a four on the floor pop song that really, really moved. And for the last few years, I've been writing a lot more lower dynamic, slower stuff. You know, my previous EP had like a 50s ballad on it and stuff like that. And there were certain songs that were upbeat, but I wanted to take the pop sensibility and the drive, just that punchy four on the floor beat that you can hear just in a club dancing all night long. Like that, to me, every time I hear that, I feel it, and it's so driven and it's so upbeat, and I love that. So, you know, Shawn Mendes was a huge influence on this song because a lot of his hits, you can hear it, he does the same thing. Like he opens up really big and then the song collapses on itself and then it just has a pulse.
Yeah.
And then the song opens up and it flourishes and it's really, really beautiful. And then it collapses on itself again. So he certainly was like a huge influence in terms of the dynamic of the song. And when I was writing it, his music was definitely in mind in terms of how it's produced and stuff like that. But without completely ripping him off, I mean, he's a huge influence of mine now as a newer artist. But yeah, I wanted to have it where it was obviously, you know, taken from such an amazing songwriter because he's a hell of a songwriter.
Oh,
And take that vibe and sort of put it in my world because I don't necessarily sound exactly like him and I don't want to. So it's cool that I found a good balance between what I was trying to emulate and what I was trying to create on my own.
No, for that, I can definitely say outside looking in, you definitely did, because now that you say it, I'm like, oh shit, yeah, I hear that.
Yeah.
But you do have your own sound. So it's not like I'm listening to it, I'm just like, oh, this sounds too Mendes-y. Like it sounds
Right.
like, but I hear it.
No, yeah, and I'm not mad about it. Like if someone was like, "Oh, that sounds like Shawn Mendes," I'd be like, "You're like on the ball." Like in terms of the production, vocal stylings, no, I don't sing nearly as good as that guy.
Cut it out. You got the side sound.
Yeah, that's right.
So I know you said, you have your own process in, getting the lyrics together, then getting getting your chords going and whatnot. So just tell me your process after getting like how you wanted to get your beat going, how you got your chord progression going.
For Bittersweet Lover?
Yes.
Yeah, so there was also I was really big into Niall Horan's solo album, the Heartbreak Weather record, and he has some songs in there that aren't as pulsating, but it's close. And I was hearing some things, but I love playing really open chords, so I'm only playing 3 chords in the entire song, and they're all really breezy and light, and they just like really it's really open. So I wanted something that like that's a contrast right there, like the pulsating versus the really breezy openness of the chords. So I just had that, going on, and I knew that it was catchy, but I had to write a good melody for it. And then the idea for the narrative came along about, your she's being your bittersweet lover and stuff like that. So it all came together very quickly, which was really cool, and I think was a really good sign that I was just sort of really locked into that song.
Cool. So I'm sure
Yeah.
everybody at home enjoyed the song as much as I did. And you said, that's one of your fairly new songs. And you also mentioned your previous EP. So there's one thing that we definitely have not mentioned yet. And where can we find these songs, your EPs, like just for everything for the rest of the night and Bittersweet Lover? Where can they be found for people to download at home?
It's on every platform that you can think of. I know basically everybody goes between Spotify and Apple Music. So if you look up Bittersweet Lover and you type in Kingsley, you'll see the picture. It says Bittersweet Lover, and you'll see previous songs and EPs that I've released with my picture and stuff like that. So it's on there. It's free. So give it a listen.
Awesome. All right, let's move on to Vanilla Sky.
Yeah. Oh my God, I love this song.
Let's get to it.
All right, so this is a brand new one that I haven't released yet, but I recently just finished recording. So you guys are getting a cool little sneak preview here. All right. Bright lights are coming up and I've been dreaming about you. Wondering these songs every night. Cause all it is an understatement, baby. Feel spirited with me, yeah. The sort of things require time. So float along vanilla sky. You could have anybody that you want, baby. Never know why you wanted me. Had you up, but I was taking you for granted. Wish you knew what was wrong with me, but I can't have you. I just want you back. I don't blame you for loving someone else, yeah. Loving someone else, yeah. Bright lights are coming up and I've been dreaming about you. Swore I'd never be who you despise. The book and mirror still give off reflections, even if we can't handle the truth, yeah. I've never felt so broken in my life. So float along vanilla sky, cause everything will be alright. You could have anybody that you want, babe. I never know why you wanted me. Had you up, but I was taking you for granted. I wish you knew what was wrong with me, but I can't have you. I just want you back. I don't blame you for loving someone else, yeah. You could have anybody that you want, babe. I never know why you wanted me. Had you up, but I was taking you for granted. I wish I knew what was wrong with me, but I can't have you. I just want you back. I don't blame you for loving someone else, yeah. Loving someone else, yeah. Bright lights coming up and I've been dreaming about you.
I like that one too.
Thank you.
Like that one a lot.
Thank you.
Those lyrics.
Yeah, there's a little more depth lyrically with that one than Bittersweet, but for sure.
I'm trying to make people at home cry. I'm trying to start something happy. I don't know what you're doing here.
Yeah, trying to ruin their night.
Almost got some thick tears on the side.
Yeah.
So what I want to start with, why Vanilla Sky?
Oh man, that song came out of nowhere. Back in like July or August, I was down the shore and I was performing at a few spots down there, and I had this idea for a lyric. It all just started with "Bright lights are coming up and I've been dreaming about you," and I was like, that's kind of cool. Like I don't even know what that even means. And at night, I would just walk on the beach by myself and just like try to write or come up with melodies and come up with lyrics. So I came up with like a really cool, just kind of smooth, vibe there with the melody that I have. And then it just kind of went on from there. I wrote a part of it on piano as well. So that was a strange like unfolding of this song creatively, because it was consistently changing, like even creative avenues. Like I would sit at the piano and write it, and then I would take it and play it on guitar in a different key, and then I would walk, like I said, on the beach by myself and just try to figure it out. So it's a really cool song that I'm really proud of. So that'll probably be the next single that I drop. Now that we're in 2021, I'm looking to drop more content. So that's definitely the moving forward.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. You definitely should. I don't know why you've been holding on to that for so long. Definitely.
Well, it is funny. I literally just wrapped up actually recording the song. I wrote it, I worked it out for about a month, and then I moved home once I was done playing all the shows where I was at. So then I came home, laid it down, and now it's done. So you'll get it soon, I promise. That'll be my belated Christmas present to you.
All right, sounds good. Everybody out there watching, Solar Tree will definitely let you all know when that is out so you can download it yourself. Or Spotify, Apple Music, he's all on there. So question for you, moving into, we moved past New Year, but like you said, you're a performer. You've been in, you do venues, you do bars, you do weddings. How were you able to work all that out and kind of just not let the dread of 2020, the pandemic, just kind of just drag all that down?
I mean, like it obviously has been like the most challenging year of my life and so many people's lives. And the way I look at it honestly is like, as I don't want to walk around and just be pissed off that 2020 didn't happen as much as I had hoped it would have for me, because there are people out there that lost so much more than the ability to perform live. So people lost their businesses. They lost family members that they couldn't even have proper funerals for. So for me, it was all about perspective and taking time to grow as a person and taking the time to just truly be grateful for like at least just being here and being safe and being healthy. But moving forward, now that vaccinations are becoming so available, it's incredible. I think it'll be a great spring, and then everything will sort of flourish, I think, from there. The next couple months, certainly, this is like we're rounding third heading home with this whole thing, I hope. So I just, I feel like we all hit rock bottom. So there's the only way to go is up. So I feel like it's going to be a good year for sure.
Yes. Let's keep that energy. Definitely, let's keep that energy. And on that note,
absolutely,
bring us home with your final song.
Okay. What song was that? What did I tell you I was going to do?
I am going to pull that up. Right here. What did you tell me you were going to do? I had it right here. You do it again.
Oh, do it again. All right. All right. So this is another one that I'll be dropping at some point this year. To me, the produced version has a very islandy, breezy summertime feel to it. So certainly when the weather gets a little warmer, this will be the song for you guys. All right. This song's called Do It Again. Annoying industry, wondering you to miss me. Don't wanna make things worse, no. Hungover from the past, so anytime, any place, yeah, I'll do it again. Wrapped around the thing that we've done, yeah. anytime, any place in the world, do it again. I know I can take time back. The clock's running on, yeah. 'Cause you're so far away now, but I still dream about you more. Anytime, any place, yeah, do it again. Anywhere in the world, as long as I live there. Wrapped around your finger that we ain't done yet. Anytime, any place in the world, do it again. Anytime, any place, yeah, do it again. Anywhere in the world, as long as I live there. Wrapped around your finger that we done yet. Anytime, any place in the world, do it again. Do it again. Do it again.
Really hitting with a
Yeah. Well, that one is actually in the track, so you'll have that forever.
Oh no, I feel like that was a really good song to close out with.
Thank you. I
I
appreciate
don't know
it.
if you did that, you coordinated that for a reason, but I just felt like that was a really good closing song.
No, you asked for the 3 songs, and I was just like, I wasn't even thinking about it. I was like, I figured we would just kind of talk and just flow. But yeah, I mean, certainly with live shows, I'm definitely more orchestrated with when I play the songs. But for something like this, it's so personal. I just want to hang out and chat a little bit and play some songs for you guys.
For sure. So before we go, there are 2 things I want to ask that are kind of bring us to your start and to where you're headed. So what I want to think, you said you've been doing this for nearly a decade, right?
Yeah.
Before you decided, like, yo, I want to do this full time, take this on, this is my passion. What were you doing?
I was I was like failing out of high school, and then I was waiting tables. It's like so cliche, like, and I had a band, and we played a little bit in Philly and Jersey, New York for about 2 years, and that sort of was as far as that was going to go. You could just kind of tell. It was like it was my first band. It was a lot of people's first real project. So then I was like, I'm not done. I want to keep playing. I want to see how far I can go and see what I can do. And I was given the opportunity to work with a cover band from Philadelphia that I basically toured with for 3 years, like nonstop, which was great. It was like all East Coast work. And that really kind of whipped me into shape a little bit in terms of being a performer and how to orchestrate shows and how you really build a set and stuff like that. So I learned a lot from them. But I was always focused on myself, primarily. So it's just been this one long, just like baby step after baby step progression. And, I can't believe I'm even still able to do it, even through 2020. So, the very little work that I got, I'm super grateful for. And I know that it'll just come back as time goes on. And I just got to keep doing me and, writing songs that I love and hopefully people enjoy too.
I mean, dude, listen to yourself. Trust me, it's coming. All the good things are coming your way.
Thank you. I really appreciate that, Big.
Like you said, with baby steps.
Yeah.
Every single baby falls along the way.
That's right. I was a baby once. It's crazy.
What I want to know is along your near decade journey, what was your moment that you were like, damn, I messed up. Like, this is bad. That really you had to stop. Do I want to go? Like, do I push through this?
Oh my God. There's
anything.
Yeah, there's definitely a handful of moments that I was like, oh my God, I'm in way too deep. And for good reason. And there were certainly some tough lessons to learn when I was younger, just because I was just so like into just being out and partying with people. That was a tough thing that I had to learn how to control. I had to learn how to control and dealing with like sobriety and stuff like that. But for me, I mean, and to keep it a little lighter, it was so funny. The first time I played Thon for Penn State at the Bryce Jordan Center, there's like 15,000 people there. And I walked out and I was like, I shouldn't be here. Like, I was like, I should not be doing this at all right now. And it's terrifying. They got pictures of Jay-Z in the back hallway, like all the legends that played there. It was like Jay-Z, Tom DeLonge, Kanye played there once. And I was like, damn, like I should not be here right now. This is not good. So, but it's, after so many years, you learn a lot of lessons that you don't even realize that you learn in real time. Like maybe someone has a conversation with you or something happens or you see something, you hear something or whatever, and you don't even think anything of it. And then years go by and you're like, damn, I wish I recognized that sooner. Whether if it's personalities that you're going to work with or things about yourself that you need to fix in terms of being a songwriter and being a performer and being a business person. Because right now, like we really are like the first generation of musicians that can literally do it all by ourselves. Right. If we really take the proper steps and we kind of keep our heads on straight. So there's not one grand lesson, just like baby steps. There's been like a million, like, oh damn, like, and you just kind of tweak yourself a little bit. So I try to take the good from everything, but certainly like, when the bad has come previously, and again, like 2020, for me, I was like, all right, this is an opportunity, instead of being crippled by it, I looked at it as an opportunity to work more on myself, not only as a musician, but just as a person and become closer to my family and become better at communicating with people and expressing myself. So it's been a weird roller coaster of emotions and lessons for the last, 9 years.
For sure. So now, on the opposite side, we had that your moments where you're like, oh shit, I'm in over my head. Now, give me one moment where you knew in that moment, like, this is what I should be doing. Something that kind of was that confirmation for you.
Well, it's so funny. So the whole flip side of being terrified and feeling that I wasn't worthy of performing at somewhere like Thon or places like Norfolk, Virginia, where you'd play for 20,000 people at a high school for like 4th of July or something. When I would go out there, I felt really in control. Like, and that's the coolest thing ever is when you get in front of a large crowd and you don't cower to them. You just embrace them. You're like, hey, like, we're all friends. Let's have a good time. Like, and it's sort of, if you walk into it with that mentality, it sort of takes away the pressure of being like this, like, performer. It's more of just like, I'm a guy with a microphone. Let's be fun. Let's be cool. So, that was certainly the flip side moment where I was like, all right, this is what I want for the rest of my life. And that affirmation happened, I'm 26 now. So that happened 4 or 5 years ago. And I got to play that event a few times and I was very blessed to do so. And when the time came for that, I was able to like deliver. I was scared a little bit at first, you get nervous, but in reality, it felt good. And that's all I think about now is like, I want to get back to that level someday of being a songwriter and being a performer and selling out stadiums when it's safe to do so and getting out of my dad's basement. So yeah. That's where I'm at now.
Listen, and like I said before, I'm more than sure that is coming for you.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Existence. Your work itself is speaking that into existence. So nothing but blessings and success and gigs and shows and blowing up for 2021, my friend.
Absolutely. Listen, when it's safe, we got to get together, have a drink. We got to go see a show. We got to do something, man. I'm losing my mind. I am stir crazy.
Dude, I'm in Florida.
I'm coming. I'm coming.
That's all I got to say. I'm in Florida. Imagine me. I'm afraid. I'm just like... I came from New York, so I know what crazy pandemic's like. And then I'm here and everybody's so loose. And I'm just like, wait, no, this isn't okay. I don't like it.
Yeah, I have friends that live in Florida that are performing like nonstop. And a friend that's in Texas, like living it up. And I'm like, damn, like I got to get out of here.
No, at first it sounds good because you're like, oh, freedom. But then you're out there and then you're just scared of everything.
Yeah, absolutely. It's tough. I just, listen, whatever you believe and whatever you feel about this, that's fine. A lot of people definitely have crazy, there's a lot of conspirators, but I mean, in reality, this is not good. It's not healthy. So hopefully everybody, takes precedent and just does what they have to do for the time being so we can all get back to our lives.
Definitely, because especially I would love it to be this year to go back up north, see everybody.
Yeah.
Philly, you don't understand how many people that I've met, aside from you, all these performers that Jose puts me on to, because apparently he serves freaking Philly like Jesus Christ himself.
Yeah, he literally was about to start running shit in Philly, and then they were like, nope, COVID. But when we're all good to go, we will get together either in Florida or up here.
For sure, most definitely. But once again, thank you so much for opening up the year and opening it up strong.
Thank you. Yeah, good luck with the podcast too.
Thank you.
You're
Everybody
welcome.
At home, you see down here, follow Mr. Kingsley on his social media, Apple Music, Spotify, download that music. Get ready for Vanilla Sky, which he promised. Take his word for it. And if he doesn't release it, send him hate mail, fight him, threaten him. Whatever you need to do to get Vanilla Sky out. You can see, because you can't tease people, especially our audience, and then not do it.
I swear.
Your word there.
It's coming. I got you.
Bet everything sounds good. All right. Thank you again. Everybody at home, Solar Tree got so much coming for you for 2021. January 10th, we have our first episode of Alma de Puerto Rico. If you don't remember me talking about it last time, that is us showcasing talent from the beautiful island of Puerto Rico. That is episode 1. Stay tuned for that. And I will be back in 2 weeks, January 19th for So Untapped featuring Britt Martin. And on January 14th, my beautiful friend RK will be hosting Sofa Soul Open Mic. So tune in for that. And that is the rest of our show. So have a great night. Kingsley, once again, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Peace out, everybody. Good night. Cheers.